Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to be here to do a pick a card. I feel like it's been a little while since I've done one. So yeah, let's do a pick a card. I really wanted to do what this person is realizing about this connection. Wherever you are in your journey, whatever your situational status or whatever. I just wanted to have a look at what this person is realizing about this connection because it's such a powerful time right now. You know, we're in between the eclipses and there's a lot going on. A lot of people are releasing things and having realizations, and, you know, Mercury is going into retrograde, which also really stirs up the feeling of wanting to repair disconnections. Disconnections, is that the right word? Disconnect? Anyway. And you know, sometimes when someone comes back in Mercury in retrograde, it's someone, you know, you don't want. But anyway, let's just see what's happening here. So yeah, I have 3 decks for you to choose from. We have the Baroque Tarot and this piece of rose quartz. We have, oh, Wally just meowed. We have the Dreamy Moons Tarot and this piece of obsidian. And Wally meowing. And for pile number 3, we have the Naked Heart Tarot and this piece of clear quartz. So if you need a moment to sit with the energy, you can pause the video here and I will see you at your pile. Hello pile 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Baroque Tarot and the Rose Quartz, this is going to be a reading all about what your person is realizing, or whoever this is, what they're realizing about this connection. So yeah, the Rose Quartz. I just wanted to figure out a place to put this where you can see it. There we go. If you notice, I have a bunch of little animals all around us today for support. We have a skunk and we have a border collie, if you can see that border collie, and we have a tuxedo cat and a badger and a raccoon, if you're looking for signs. So, pile 1. I definitely feel someone coming towards you. I feel someone wanting to come out of no contact. It's very strong in this pile. Oh my goodness. See, we have the star here and it shows someone being drawn back to you. Really interesting. A song came up on my For You this morning and I clicked on it. And it was all about how this person was their guiding light. Anyway, if I remember, I think I saved it. So if I remember, I'll post it later because that song could be symbolic. I'm also hearing that Coldplay song again. You are my universe and I just want to put you first. Yes, that's what I'm hearing. Yes. Okay. Coldplay, that song. You are my universe and I just want to put you first. You are my universe and you... Something light me up inside. Anyway, look it up. That's not the song that came up on my YouTube, but look that song up. Because as soon as I looked at this, that's what I heard. And I just want to put you first. That's what I keep hearing. I'm ready to prioritize this. And this person is clearly ready to communicate this because I'm having a really hard time with my throat chakra. We do have the King of Swords, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it doesn't have to be. And this is someone, I feel like some time has passed because we see these flowers growing. They're sitting there, communication, blue, throat chakra. And they want to say something. Knight of Coins. So this is someone very dedicated to coming towards you, who's been moving very slowly. But the Knight of Coins is the most determined knight in the deck. I'm having a hard time with my throat in this one. So we have the Six of Swords. So there it is. Someone wanting to reconnect with you. Was it in the intro I was talking about Mercury in retrograde? Anyway, wanting to repair disconnects. Come on. You can do it. I'm saying that to your person. You can do it. Oh, see, we have the Nine of Swords. So it's funny that I was saying you can do it to your person, because I do feel like this person is feeling anxious about coming towards you. And I feel like this person isn't sleeping very well right now. I feel like there's an energy telling them it's time to move. It's time to connect with you. But they're still scared. This person could be having problems sleeping, and energetically you could be picking up on that. Interesting. Come on. We have the Ace of Swords, communication and clarity, wanting to speak a truth, wanting to, I'm shaking, wanting to bring, you know, truth to this situation. Oh my goodness. They just want to put you first. That's what I keep hearing. All right, that's enough of that. We have the Knight of Wands. What did I say? Someone trying to work up the courage to come in. Oh, it's the Amazon man. That means or person. That means my doggies are going to bark. Great. So Knight of Wands, you know, we talk about this. This could be someone who ran from this connection. Knight of Wands, who was inconsistent, you know, perhaps fear of commitment, more focused on their own things. At the same time, it takes you need to embody the Knight of Wands energy to go after what you want. And there's something inside of this person telling them it's time to, you know, step forward. It's time to speak up. It's time to... That's weird. I just heard start grafting. Anyway. I've been watching a British show and they call that putting the graft on, like trying to win someone over. Anyway, Knight of Wands. So this person, you know, needs to get into the energy of that fearless energy where they can come in. This could have been someone very inconsistent in the past who didn't prioritize you, and, you know, had their focus on other things, you know. And you could have been coming from a place where you thought if you gave more to this person, it would help, and it didn't, because I think you ended up feeling crappy, and they ended up maybe running, you know. Anyway, let's get to the oracle cards. My throat is, I'm having a real problem here. I don't know why I'm laughing. Interesting. I just feel this energy bubbling up, you know? What card did I get first? I got this one. So it's freedom, and it actually came out in reverse. And the first thing I thought of is someone who, you know, was focused on their own things, and maybe they thought they would be happier. I feel the need to tell you this. I don't know why, but I have a plant and there's a little spider who's built a little home there. It's not a spider mite. It's a spider, and I'm going to let him live there. And I will call him George. Anyway, I, for some reason, felt the need to tell you that. So in separation or through an ending, I feel like this person had their freedom and they realized freedom doesn't fulfill me. Like, this freedom doesn't feel so nice at the end of the day when I'm, you know, laying in bed thinking about that person. You know, when I'm trying to fall asleep, all those other things that I was focused on aren't bringing me comfort. And at the end of the day, I really feel like at the end of the night, they think of you, and they realize that what they have isn't freedom, and they actually feel quite stuck. I'm hearing, there's a song by Taylor Swift about, oh man, what's it called? I Almost Do. Just give me a sec. It takes everything in me not to call you, or something. And it talks about, I imagine you if you look out into the city and think about me. Anyway, and in my dreams, you're pulling me close, telling me that you want to try again or something. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. Well, some of you do. You Swiftie fans, you. Anyway, this person's realizing that in freedom, they're actually quite lonely, is what I'm seeing. So let's keep going. This is magical. We have the eclipse, which I just thought was, are you kidding me? Because anyway. So this person is going through a lot of realizations right now. They truly are. And there's something within them. This card talks about going from the dark to light, like coming out of the darkness, coming out of the Nine of Swords, coming out of Five of Pentacles, and freeing themselves by reconnecting, communicating with you. It's almost like it's bubbling up in them and they almost can't take it anymore. And it has to happen. So, this could be I'm filming this in between those two eclipses. It's the end of March, and it could be that, this person communicates with you after this eclipse, We have integrity, and this is the King of Wands, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the King of Wands is an interesting energy because it's someone who, can be very, they can be arrogant and they can be self-centered, and, they can want to do their own thing. They can want to have a lot of independence and focus on their own hobbies, their own priorities. And the King of Wands is also someone who realizes at the end of the day, that they're missing passion in their life, and the King of Wands takes action towards love. So they're coming up in King of Wands energy, wanting to put action towards their love life. Because like I said, I feel like this person, Six of Pentacles, there was an imbalance and they were focused on other things or their own priorities. Perhaps vices, distractions, bit of runner energy, and now there's this, again, there's this fire inside of them that's telling them it's go time. Like, it's time to go. It's time to speak up. Find your inner lion. When like Simba roars and he's like, rah, rah, rah. That's how this person is feeling right now. They have to find their roar, Anyway. I don't know why I feel I don't know if it's because it's coming up King of Wands, but I feel a lot of passion with this person. Like, they're like really passionate, or their guides are being very passionate about, it's like go time. Anyway, let's keep going. We have the dragonfly. So now we have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this is very interesting because I guess what I'm seeing, no, I'll hang on to that for one more minute. With this dragonfly energy, what I'm seeing is, how we talk about, if you listen to my soul tribe readings, the ones where, I talk a lot, we talk about the butterfly and how it sits on, there's a Cocker Spaniel going by, if that's relevant to anyone. We talk about how when you evolve, you grow into that butterfly, it takes time to actually leave your cocoon. Like after the butterfly transforms and is born and is like sitting on the edge of the cocoon, there's almost a fear of going into flight, and there's a transition where the butterfly sits on the cocoon before it flies away. And what I'm seeing is something very similar with your person, because I feel like your person, 1331 could be symbolic. I saw that was an angel number I saw right before I started this reading, which I then looked up for myself, and now I'm seeing it on the counter. Anyway, what I'm seeing is, you know, a dragonfly starts off underwater in darkness, and it takes a very long time, years, for them to grow and evolve and then come up to the surface and take flight into a completely different world. They ascend or whatever. And I'm kind of seeing like your person, there's this energy of them sitting on the surface, you know, waiting to take flight. And there's something in them telling them it's time. Here we have the blue, again, communication. And you know what? I'm wearing blue today, and underneath my blue sweater, I have a blue shirt on. Very interesting. Communication. I hear crashing from downstairs. I hope everybody's okay. We have Trinity, and 3 is an energy of wanting to collaborate, communicate, work together. Blue roses. It's also Empress energy. So I truly feel, remember, you are my universe. I just want to put you first. Remember that song I was hearing? It's like this person is drawn to you, Empress energy. Maybe there had to be a few ego deaths here. Maybe you're someone who's been in and out of separation with this person like 3 times. Anyway, it says balancing decisions, priorities, adapting to change. So that adapting to change, sitting there wondering, can I do this? Can I fly off into this world and support this not support this butterfly, but join this butterfly and put that butterfly first? And, you know, it's almost like they're working up the courage here. Anyway, what do I want to do here? I think I want to do this. I think I want to do this. Tarot is so magical because look at what came out. We have Waking the Lion 19, Divine Masculine Energy. And this will be the only card I'm going to read to you. Just because I want you to see it from your person's perspective. I want you to see what they're thinking about. I'm going to read you the card. And it's going to be as if I'm talking to your person. So you can kind of understand what their guides, what their energy, what their higher self is kind of guiding them to do. And it is, you know, the energy of the sun. So bringing light to this, wanting to be around your energy again, because at the end of the day, they've realized that they don't feel free doing their own thing. You know, they are doing what they want to do, and they've realized it's not that great without my shining light. And remember, just keep remembering that song. I just keep hearing that line, you are my universe, and I just want to put you first. And, you know, the King of Wands is an energy of someone having the fire and the passion and the courage to come forward and to take control of especially a romantic situation. So before I put this down, I am going to just make room. I'm not going to touch these cards again. I hope you guys are all doing well. Can you still see the little skunky? I don't want to... There we go. I hope that fits. Yeah! All right, so let's read you this card, my friends. Leo energy. The only one I haven't seen... there is a little bit of earth here. Okay, so this is your person's energy, and it's on page 66. Very interesting. Very interesting. The energy of lovers, the energy of, you know, balance and union. Six of Swords, wanting to repair that disconnect, you know. Six of Pentacles, balance. So maybe there had to be a separation or three to balance the scales. And Taurus is, or sorry, the Empress is Taurus and Libra. So Libra, justice. Anyway. Regardless of, key concepts. So your person is in this energy. Boldness, the courage to move forward even without knowing the way. Facing that which is difficult or painful. The audacity to step into the unknown. So this could be someone who has to face a fear here by coming towards you. Maybe they need to admit that they were in the wrong, or maybe, you know, they have to graft. Regardless of the outer conditions right now, you can't wait for your fear to lessen before you move forward. Nine of Swords, so much fear. There's like this, it's bubbling up inside of them. In fact, despite the chaos and seeming disarray, you must be bold. Whatever your trepidation, act as if you have deep trust that all will be well. Nothing is promised to you, but you will never truly see magic if you don't take the risk. Come to the edge of certainty in your life and leap into the unknown. You have no guarantee of immediate success. I feel like I just feel charged with like fire energy right now as I'm reading this. Like I just feel this determination in this person. I mean, I'm sending them peace and love. I know they probably hurt you, and I hope you're working through that, but I just feel this fear yet determination in this person to come towards you. And it's, you know, it's like they're moving towards the sun. It's a little blinding is what I'm hearing. Just as I say that, the sun starts freaking shining. It hasn't shined in in like over a week. It's been raining. Anyway, you have no guarantee of immediate success. Still, you must summon your bravery in the face of possible pain, failure, or even success, and your own power. The act of making this leap, no matter the final outcome, awakens the lion within. Enter the divine masculine. I'm seeing that card from yesterday's reading that I did. Enter the divine masculine. Be proud of who you are and who you are becoming. No one can take this away from you. What type of... I'm having such difficulty with this pile. What type of courage is called for today? Only you know, and only you have the power to choose your path. Know that it takes just as much strength and bravery to love and be vulnerable as it does to confront a personal challenge or physical obstacle. So call on your strength and stand your ground, or consciously temper your emotional reactions. Do nothing and trust in your partnership with the divine. Whatever your choice, you will not fail as long as you act with courage and integrity. Oh my gosh, integrity! That's cool. There's a blue car sitting outside my house. That's weird. That never happens. I'm serious. That could be symbolic. I don't know what kind of car it is, but it's a blue car. Communication, oh my gosh. It's seriously just sitting at the end of my driveway. Oh, there they go. That was so weird. Blue car, communication. You see the magic? Do you see? All right, let's get into the tarot. See, that didn't take too long. So they're summoning up their courage here to come rushing in. All right, so I want to see, I'm going to dig a little deeper here. That sun is fighting to come out. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's cloudy and there's a sun trying so hard to come out of the darkness here. Like I said, the eclipse is the energy of wanting to go from the darkness, from the anxiety to clarity, to the sun, to the light. You are my universe and I just want to put you first. Anyway. I like it. I like this energy. So let's look at your person's current energy. Current energy. Current energy. That's interesting. My guides or whatever are saying past energy, past. So I just need to go past. Past energy. Past energy. We have the King of Cups and the Sun. So I feel like this was someone who was overwhelmed by the energy in this connection, and it triggered them. And this person definitely, I feel, feels the lack of the energy in their life. We have the King of Cups, and this shows someone perhaps who was very overwhelmed by the connection here. They could have been overwhelmed by how deeply they felt for you, and it could have triggered that runner energy. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I had a really difficult time saying that. Here we have blue again. Blue is very symbolic here, my friends. Very interesting. So yeah, this could have been someone who became overwhelmed with the depth of this, is what I'm hearing. Interesting. All right, let's go current energy. Current energy. Current energy. We have the Sun. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? 19. Sun. Anyway, this is their current energy. They have this surge of healing energy, this surge of fire to come towards you, to have the strength to come towards you. And you'll notice that horse is running after the white one, and that represents yin and yang energy. And you could be in Queen of Wands energy right now, you know, going through a glow up, and you see how this person is drawn to you. And you know, these in some imagery, these are the horses on the chariot. So absolutely beautiful. This person is about to step into their masculine energy, no matter their gender, and take action. It's like this, it's like a volcano waiting to erupt is what I'm hearing. Beautiful. And we have death on the bottom and the world. So this is someone who wants, Wally's hair is all over. This is someone who wants to have a rebirth here, and who perhaps has, you know, been held back by their higher self because they needed to learn lessons, and they needed to find stability in their life, and they needed to realize that fulfillment doesn't come from addictions, and it doesn't come from work, and unless you're doing your soul purpose, then of course. But true fulfillment doesn't come from material things. It comes from love. Anyway, it's beautiful. Wanting to close the distance. Again, I think that their higher self has been holding them back. I'm getting the energy of temperance here with that hourglass. Let's go near future energy with this person. Near future energy. We have 6 of Cups. There it is. 6. Balance, reconciliation, communication. There it is. It's there. And this is, you know, this is reconnection. This is reconcile energy. This is healing. It's more than 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is like someone moving towards you, connecting, like, oh, hey, how are you? Maybe not mentioning the pain in the past right away. This is someone who's having an urge to come towards you and kind of, I'm hearing, spill their guts, you know? Beautiful. That's near future energy. Beautiful. My friends, we have the Knight of Coins. So this is someone very determined. And they're just waiting for that final push from their... I'm seeing they just need like one little Page of Wands in there, like one little intuitive hit, and they're there. I just feel like this has been bubbling up for a while, you know? It's taken a while for things to come to the surface. Eclipses, you know, I don't know much about eclipses. I am learning, but they don't happen that often. So maybe some time has passed. But anyway, I want to see what this person is realizing about this connection. The Tower. Very interesting. This person is realizing about this connection right now that there had to be an ending in order to see that this was worth investing in. And I know that some people in lower vibrational energy are going to hear that and they're going to be like, what? What do you mean I'm not worth investing in? No, that's not what I said. But this person maybe had to experience a Tower moment in their own life where they realized all those material things that they were focused on, you know, work, going out with friends, video games, going out drinking, going clubbing, whatever it was, wasn't truly adding stability or fulfillment to their life. And, you know, this is someone right now who's realizing that they feel very left out from your energy. Like they feel like they missed out. And we see the first of all, we see a bunch of oranges here, which represent energy. And sometimes on the Sun card, you will see an orange. And it's like this person, Four of Pentacles, hasn't been able to let you go. And what have I been saying about this energy bubbling up, telling them, reach out? Three of Pentacles, reach out, communicate with this person, try and work things out with this person. This is worth investing in. And we see the Four of Pentacles and all that energy bubbling up, you know, it's very powerful. And the Magician. So they're having realizations here. And this is realizations. What are they realizing? They're having realizations. Anyway, maybe they had to lose you to realize this. Maybe they had to serve karmic justice and have Tower moments in their life and the universe say, wake up, before they realize this. But they're realizing that without you, they want you to be a part of their foundation, is what I am hearing. And I also feel like this person is having realizations how maybe their lack of care and attention and energy into this connection, what did cause the destruction, you know, because there's a very unbalanced energy here where this person was really not focused on you. And I'm seeing that this person is realizing how that, you know, had a huge part of why this all fell apart in the first place. They're realizing this is what they want. Let's get another one for what they're realizing. Now we've got a Rottweiler going by. A dog, I mean, a Rottweiler dog. Which, you know, when I think about it, Rottweiler dogs are very like, oh my gosh, there's dogs galore outside. I want to go play with them. Rottweiler dogs look very like, you know, King or Queen of Wands, like very powerful, very confident, very, you know, needing that strength, or they have that strength. Maybe your person is channeling the energy of a Rottie. All right, moving on. What else are they realizing? What else are they realizing here? Ow! I just yanked one of my hairs out. What are they realizing here? Six of Wands! Six of Swords! Six. I told you. Six of Wands. They're realizing that, you know, you made them feel very loved and very seen. And I think they're realizing that they did not do the same for you, that they neglected you in some way, you know, that they should have appreciated you. And we have the Six of Swords, so they're realizing that they, you know, that they want balance here. It's beautiful. Lots of sixes. Like I said, balance, lover's energy. How is this person currently feeling about you? How is this person currently feeling about you? We have the Magician. So this is someone wanting to come in here. This is someone wondering, how can they make this happen? This is someone, oh my gosh, yes. This is someone who is thinking about how they can come in here. The Magician can sometimes be, you know, someone trying to balance all those elements, balance their emotions, balance their, that fire energy, balance their pentacle world. This is someone who I think thinks about how they're going to communicate with you, when they should communicate with you. We also have the Page of Wands. So it's really interesting because I said, I feel like your person is one Page of Wands away, one intuitive hit away from reaching out. And it's interesting because this Magician is holding up that candle, very symbolic of the Ace of Wands. So this person is feeling inspired to reach out. It's to put energy into this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see their intentions towards you. We have the Three of Wands. Oh my gosh! The Three of Wands is about coming towards you. It's about this person maybe traveling towards you. We did see the Six of Swords. And look, we have the King of Swords. So this person is intending to bring you truth. They're intending to communicate. I told you, this person is one wand away from coming in. Three of Wands, this person intends to progress towards you. Beautiful. I love it, you guys. I cannot complain about this energy. And you know, I feel like for this person to be coming back towards you, that maybe you've energetically forgiven them and released them, you know? Anyway, Three of Wands was what wanted to come out. I was making room for it. Okay, let's see their next action towards you. Their next action. You get back here. Their next action. You know what I heard? When I pulled that back down, I saw a balloon and like someone who feels you slipping away. Like, you know, when you let go of a helium balloon, like I just pulled it back down. I feel like this person feels like you're maybe slipping away. Anyway, their next action didn't want to come out. Their next action, please, Spirit. Their next action. Wow. I need to get another one. I need to get one more for that one. Their next action. Because that is the energy that I was feeling that they were in before. Inconsistency, unable to balance you and whatever else they had going on. Two of Coins in reverse. So as for actions, I don't see them as wanting to continue doing that. That's why I think there's another card that I need a clarifier for that, because that's the action that they were giving. Oh, I just saw the Empress on the bottom. Interesting. Their next action, please, Spirit. Their next action. We have the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Hierophant. Yep, there it is. So that's their next action towards you. Communication, that you're their emotional fulfillment. What did I say? The rainbow. The rainbow. At the end of the day, they're realizing they're not emotionally fulfilled with all their material things, you know? Hierophant shows them communicating, you know, perhaps what they've learned spiritually. It shows a higher level of commitment to this. And Ace of Swords is clarity and communication. So very beautiful. And I think this person wants to give you clarity on their past inconsistency. I just want to put you first. I just keep hearing that song. I just want to put you first. I just want to put you first. This spiritual connection, I want to put it first. It's what emotionally fulfills me. All right, let's see what advice you need about this person. What advice do you need to hear? What advice do you need to hear, my friends? Interesting. We have the Two of Swords and the Seven of Coins. So for some of you, you know, you may not be sure if you want to invest in this again, I'm hearing. Very interesting. There's something here about, I'm getting a huge message about listening to your intuition and not listening to your ego or your heart, but coming at it from a very balanced perspective. So see it for what it is, listen to your intuition, read the energy. You'll know if this person has changed. And you know what? I think they have changed, because there is this energy I see for some of you where you'll wonder if you want to reinvest in this, because maybe it has been a few times that you've invested your energy into this and not seen anything. You know, the Two of Swords is also about a choice. So you could have a choice that you've been, you know, you could have been waiting to hear from this person. Here it comes. We also have the Three of Coins and Judgment, showing there is potential of a renewal here. You guys working things out, coming together, those Three of Pentacles, and then Judgment, a renewal. I do feel like this person has, you know, had these realizations, and I think that they're going to come in with those realizations. I don't see them coming in with like just in and out energy. I see them coming in saying, Six of Cups, here's how I feel. Here's what I've learned. I've missed you. I want to put you first. I want to give my energy to this connection. So that's what I'm seeing with your person. And we will get a few message cards for you, I think. I think so. Wait, do I want to use these ones? No, I don't. I want to use these ones. Let's use these ones. Oh my gosh, bottom of the deck, I'm sorry. Very interesting. I almost used a different deck, but my gut was telling me this deck. Ten of Cups. Clarity, communication, making things right. I'm sorry. You make my heart full. Ten of Cups. Beautiful. I just saw, I think we should slow down. And I feel like that was in the past, you know, this person running is what I'm feeling. Oh my gosh, it's one of these ones. You already know communication is coming. Like blue, you already know. You already know, my high priestess, you. All right, so let's see what your person wants to say here. I want you. Eight of Wands. Oh dear. I want you. Eight of Wands. This person missing your energy. We also have 15. I want to get you drunk. So just be careful, you know, for some of you. If this person wants to use substances to kind of numb what's going on here, like if you guys are supposed to have a conversation and they're like, here, let's get drunk first, not a good sign. You know, if this is someone where the energy feels off and they're just coming in to kind of like, you know, have, you know, sexy time. Just be careful of that. Listen to your intuition. On your person, they just want you. That's all this fire energy. Look, I imagine you naked. I'm sure you do. Love is the answer. Beautiful. That's beautiful. This person has, what did I say about this person realizing that at the end of the day, it's love that fulfills you. It's not your clothes. It's not how much the things you have. It's not the distractions that you have around you. It's love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. Ooh, you have so many choices and options. Six of Wands, interesting. So this person could feel like there's competition. Like maybe for some of you, you're already with someone else. And Two of Swords, you'll need to make a decision. Listen to your gut. We also have, I'm too afraid to talk to you, which is what we were seeing, that this person has fear and they're at the point where their higher self says, you know, it's time to move, person. You have all of the animals' support. Just do it. Do it. Do it. Anyway, my friends, that is your reading. I hope it resonated. Maybe some of these numbers are symbolic to you. But yeah, I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Look, that equals 6. We have a 6 here, 8, 8. Very interesting. 6s and 8s could be symbolic. And 18 equals, or sorry, 8 plus 8 equals 16, 1 and 6. Very interesting. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'm off to pile 2. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. I love you. Bye. Hello, pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Dreamy Moons Tarot and this black obsidian crystal, this is going to be a reading all about what your person is or whoever is realizing about this connection. Yeah, let's get into it. I do feel like your person is in a very low energy right now. I can just feel it. Like, I feel, you guys who know me know that I do not sound like my bubbly self right now. And I can tell you, I just finished pile 1 and I sounded like my bubbly self. There's something very heavy about this person's energy and them realizing, I think, that you are what they want. I don't know if your person feels confident enough, you know, to do that right now. I feel like your person is kind of sitting in fear is what I'm hearing. Fear of, I don't know what, let's get into it. Let's start channeling. So we have the 10 of Cups, and then we have the 8 of Crystals, which is the 8 of Swords in this deck. And this shows us that this person is kind of in a mental prison right now, very low energy. I think I just keep hearing that you haunt them. You haunt them, you haunt them, you haunt them. 4 of Wands. I feel like this person has realized that they lack the stability to actually be with you, is what I'm hearing. Or they're realizing, I just kind of want to cry right now. Hang on. I'm picking up a small energy for some of you of this person being in an already grounded connection or a foundation that's been built. They could be, you know, in an unhappy marriage for some of you, or for some of you, they're just in isolation from you. Like, it's not going to resonate with everyone. There's definitely this feeling of separation and realizing that you're their 10 of Cups, but I honestly feel this person feels like they're not good enough, or they have been feeling like they're not good enough for you, or they've been lacking the confidence to even admit that, or admit that they want you, is what I'm hearing. And, you know, for some of you, this person is realizing, I think, that it's time to get out of their head. It's time to, you know, get out of bed, so to speak. It's time to start working on themselves. It's time to start waking up, is what I'm hearing. For some of you, it's time to leave that unhappy connection, you know, that one, if you are resonating with a third party. It's time to free themselves so that they can have 10 of Cups, you know? The Hanged Man, coming out of Hanged Man mode, or perhaps this is someone who's been stuck in a connection. They've been unwilling to let it go because of fear, because of lack of stability, because of codependency. For some of you, this is someone who's been afraid to come forward and afraid to invest in this, I'm hearing. Very different energy than pile 1. All right, let's get into it. We have the 4 of Stars. There it is. There's that energy of the lack. Feeling lack. I'm not enough. I don't have enough. I feel like this person sees, you know, a future with you. They think about it, but then their ego's like, nah, you're not good enough for that person, or nah, you don't have the guts to go after that, or you don't have the guts to put yourself first. You know, just go back to bed. Don't even try. Just go lay in bed. This could be someone who naps a lot to kind of shut off the sadness that they're feeling or the lack that they're feeling. And, you know, Four of Stars, which is the Four of Pentacles, can be that this person feels trapped in another foundation, or they're in, you know, a codependent connection where there's a shared house and shared finances and children, but there's lack of love there. There's lack of fulfillment, if that makes sense. You know, save your breath in my comment section. I'll just delete it anyway. I'm just kidding. Some of the bad ones I do delete, you know, just because they overstep the mark. Interesting. Yet they can't let you go. Very low energy. It's like, you know, wounded emperor energy is what I'm feeling. Like wounded. I just keep hearing wounded. See, that's the first time I laughed in this reading, and that's strange for me. I'm seeing someone kind of realizing that they need, that what they want, what I'm hearing is that this is someone that's realizing that, you know, they can have their 10 of Cups. They can have their cake and eat it too. Is what I'm hearing. That the only thing sabotaging this is their own fear. Five of Swords. That the only person getting in their way is themselves. Whatever your history with this person. Whatever. For some of you, I am picking up that they could be in a marriage or in another, like, maybe in a karmic connection, you know? This could have been someone I just heard that right after an ending, they got right into a karmic connection. And that never works, you know? It doesn't work. And what happens is that person gets pulled down into that karmic energy. Maybe in the beginning, it's like, oh yeah, this is new. So, you know, I don't have to do any work for this karmic. Like, they're just here. But then very quickly, that energy becomes very turbulent. Karmic lessons, you know. This person is not feeling great right now. 10 of Pentacles, you know, again, some of you, they're already in a 10 of Pentacles thinking, this doesn't fulfill me though. Yes, there's a house. Yes, there's stability. There's a shared bank account. But there's no emotional fulfillment for some of you. For those of you who are not resonating with the third party, I'm seeing your person realizing that it was more than just emotional fulfillment, that they actually do want long-term with you. 10 of Pentacles, that's what they're realizing. Knight of Crystals, Knight of Swords. They may be, Knight of Swords is a bit of chaser energy. So I'm not sure if you chased this person or there was an impulsive ending, like maybe somebody impulsively said, it's over. Very interesting. On the bottom of the deck, this card, I feel attacked by this card. It was on the bottom of the deck in pile 1, and I didn't feel it for pile 1. I felt it more for myself, because I'm someone that, you know, 5 of Swords pushes people away. So there could have been someone, 5 of Swords, Knight of Swords, either you or this person, who impulsively said, like, go away. I mentioned Cat Ballou before, but I don't think I saw anyone respond to me about it. But there's a movie, Cat Ballou, with Jane Fonda. It's, you know, kind of a quirky romantic comedy Western thing. And she has a relationship that, like, this really intense bond. I think his name is Clay. And she keeps telling him to go. She's like, go away, leave me alone. And then he'll turn and leave and walk out of the room. And she'll say, but where are you going? Don't go. Anyway, I don't know why I felt the need to mention that. I want to watch that movie, actually. All right, so we're going to get into the oracle cards first. The Tower, I told you. Listen, I told you. Heavy, heavy, heavy energy, karma, low vibrational energy. You know, realizing that a foundation they already built, they're not happy in. For some of you, realizing that the karmic they're with, it's not working. Perhaps it's a little bit toxic because maybe the karmic is, you know, teaching them a lesson about toxicity. Is that a song, Toxicity? By Toxicity. What? Who sings that? Oh my gosh, it's gonna bother me forever. It's like a very like toxicity. I know you guys know who that is. It's not like Britney Spears or something. It's like more of an intense type of music. Not Rage Against the Machine. System of a Down. Interesting. Anyway, and for some of you who there's no karmic, no foundation, this is someone who's realizing their life is kind of crumbling down around them. And I think that you brought a lot of balance to their life, and that's what they're realizing, that you had this kind of balance to you, or this kind of healing elixir that made everything feel okay. Tower energy, destruction. It's meant to ground them. You know, this could be for a lot of you, someone who's in a marriage, this is King of Swords. Sorry, it confuses me because in some decks, crystals is pentacles. I got to keep it straight here. We have the King of Swords and the Tower. So this person is gaining clarity through karmic judgment, karmic justice, through lessons, through tower moments. And, you know, I said the eclipse season, I don't think I've ever experienced one while I've been, you know, this awakened, but it's really causing people to evaluate their lives and release things that are no longer good for them, and to make space in their life for more beautiful things. To, you know, there's a lot of lessons being learned right now. So let's get into your oracle cards. So the first thing we have is structure, which I find very interesting because of what we were seeing in the tarot. It shows this person trying to find stability in their life. They feel like all of the towers they've built are all now coming crashing down. And again, they're realizing that you brought structure to their life in some way, whether that was emotionally, whether that was comfort, like emotion and comfort, I guess, go hand in hand. But anyway, this is someone looking at their stability, trying to figure out how they can be a more stable person. It's really bright in here. I'm sorry. Hang on. Let me see if I can shut this window. I have a pet spider that I'm trying not to kill here. Sorry, little spider. No, that didn't even help. I'm sorry, little spider. I hope you're okay. Oh, yes, you're fine. I'm sorry. Oh, hang on. So, I don't believe in accidents. In pile 1, I've had a spider building a web on my plant. It's not a spider mite. It's an actual, like, spider. And I only mentioned it today in pile 1 because I was really looking at him and drawn to him. And just now, when I was trying to make it a little bit darker in here, because the light was too bright, the realizations were too much, the healing energy was too much. When I shut my curtain, I actually noticed, I ruined his web, but I noticed that his web wasn't that stable. It was actually, he built the web, and he's kind of been sitting in it for like a week and a half, not working on it. And so it fell apart very easily when I moved the curtain. I think he's just a young spider. So perhaps, there was no tests, maybe nothing tested his web. So he got very comfortable sitting in the middle of his unstable web, and I just came and pulled the curtain. Oh my gosh, the veil, High Priestess, 111 on the timer sign. I just kind of removed the veil, removed the curtain there, and now he's got to rebuild a stronger structure. So that is fucking magic. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. That's magic. That's crazy. I hope he comes back. I'm a little worried about him. I named him George. I miss him already. But see, I want George to come back right now. Like, I want physical proof that George is alive. But I just have to trust, building a structure, a foundation, having your web destroyed and having to rebuild another web before you feel safe enough to put yourself out there takes time. So, divine timing, George, we shall meet again. So we have microgravity, and this is the energy of someone who has been doing nothing, wallowing, no energy, spending all their time in bed, trying to sleep away this low energy. Tower moments, destruction. It's very heavy energy. And this person is resting a lot, is what I'm hearing, because they're going through all these things. Again, I really want to know that George is okay. So let's do this one. We have transitioning. So we have a death and a rebirth happening. This person going through a transformation, realizing that's what happens when the tower comes. I know I'm not talking about the right order in tarot, but when there's a tower, there's a death, there's an ending. And now we see this person showing small signs of growth here, realizing that what they want with you, they can still have, is what I keep hearing. They can still have this 10 of Pentacles if they want it, if they're willing to work for it, if they're willing to leave that or, build up their own structure so that they can meet you at your level, I'm hearing. I'm not quite sure where I want to put these cards. So this is the camel, and this is very interesting because this is someone who's getting to know themselves. They're realizing this is what I want. This is what I am intuitively guided towards. Fire energy. This is someone who's realizing it's like if you think of a camel in the desert, desperate for water. It's like you're their water. I keep hearing healing elixir, which is temperance energy. I just keep hearing it. It's almost like they've realized that they need to balance their life for you, that they need to get to know themselves for you, that they need to choose themselves, that they need to wake up, I'm hearing. And we have this stand, courage, determination, fearlessness, and 40. I'm telling you, this person it's almost like, I'm almost seeing like destruction and rubble and kind of the smoke clearing, like in like war movies where there's a battle and then they show it later and there's all the destruction, but it's very quiet and still and the dust is settling and the smoke is clearing. That's what I'm seeing with your person. And it's like they're starting to tap in to their higher self here, their inner divine, possibly. And I think they're ready to stand up here and fight for themselves, which they have to do before they fight for you. I'm seeing this as someone who's kind of like just going day after day, doing the same old things, trying to sleep as much as they can, trying to distract themselves as much as they can. And then they started experiencing tower moments, and they're finally starting to realize that they need to take control of their own life. They need to pick themselves up and dust themselves off and have the determination to leave that or come towards you. Or what I'm hearing for a lot of you is this person is just starting to realize that they need to be stronger in order to meet you where you're at. This is someone who's realizing they need to have structure. They need to get their life together. They need to start cleaning up all of their messes, all the things they avoid, so that they can be with you and meet you on your level. And again, that structure card shows this person, towers are coming down, and this person is looking at where they want to put their energy. Anyway, it's kind of like a waking up energy to me, where someone it's like they're like, okay, enough is enough. I'm getting out of bed. I'm going to start, doing the things I've been putting off. I'm going to start trying to improve my life. I'm going to start trying to go after what I want. I'm going to get to know myself. Anyway, it's powerful energy. And sometimes you have to hit rock bottom. That's the energy that I'm getting with that, is sometimes you need to hit rock bottom in order to wake up. And that's why, when I can just use myself as an example like I always do. But when I was drinking, I had to hit rock bottom, and by trying to help someone who's in that low of a vibration, by trying to help them when they're not, what am I trying to say here? It's not like you can wake this person up. You can't make them take control of their life. That's what I mean. And by maybe allowing, I don't think you allowed them to walk all over you, but by detaching from them and releasing them, they have to stand on their own 2 feet kind of energy is what I'm hearing. And they have no choice but to transition and grow. Anyway, we have seeing beyond. And this is, their main realization here. They're starting to, it's very interesting because I pulled that curtain and hurt that poor little, I don't think I hurt him, but maybe he learned his lesson. Maybe he'll go build his web somewhere else, Anyway, this is someone who's seeing beyond the fear. They're starting to be able to see how their lack of stability and lack of movement towards things in their own life is actually blocking them. This is someone who's starting to see, they're starting to wake up, and realize that if they get their stuff together, that there is possibility of 10 of Cups here. They see it. They can, like I said, I feel like your person was having intuitive downloads about this, perhaps. It's like they can see a future with you, but they just thought they were going crazy or something. But as they keep healing and as they wake up and start finding their own structure, it's like the intuitive 10 of Cups visions get more intense, I'm hearing. Interesting. All right. So I'm just gonna check on the spider. Oh my gosh, I've never experienced messages like this, but I'm looking for this spider and I'm looking at his web. It was a really crappy web. Like he built it and then he just sat in the middle and didn't do anything. And I was thinking about how gentle I was trying to be not to disrupt this broken little web. And I wasn't doing him any favors by actually moving the curtain and destroying that web. He's forced to evolve and grow and become smarter and realize he needs to build a web that has more stability. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's a little weird. And as I'm looking for him, I'm thinking about it. Like, if he's building a web now somewhere else and I'm looking for him and poking at the curtain and moving things, I'm actually delaying his progress. Does that make sense? I know that's weird. That I swear the spider's not speaking to me. Just through me, I guess. Anyway, I just felt like I needed to mention that. So yeah, this is someone very much getting into that masculine energy of realizing, all right, that's enough. Get out of bed and get your life together. Like, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Or, leave that unstable connection or leave that connection where you're not fulfilled, whatever it is. So I want to see past energy with you and this person. The Four of Cups. Interesting. So the Four of Cups, very interesting energy. It is an energy of lack of appreciation. So this person could have failed to appreciate your energy in the past. This person could have failed to, you know, give to this connection I'm hearing, especially if they were with someone else. I'm getting they took you for granted. That's what I'm getting, that they took you for granted. So perhaps they thought you'd always be there. Interesting. On the bottom, we have the Seven of Cups. So that, you know, that's a little Seven of Cups. There's confusion there. There's options there. This person could have really confused you, you know, with their energy here. Interesting. I want to get current energy with this person. We have the Hermit. So there it is. Like I said, your person, very low vibrational energy, very pulled back, but reflecting, gaining clarity, finding their inner strength, knowing now's the time that I have to, you know, start getting my life together. And, you know, do I see them? I'm going to look at their actions. This isn't about them. You don't want this person right now. This isn't about them coming towards you right now. This is about them realizing it's time to wake the F up and take control and start growing and evolving. Like that little spider, George. I hope you come back someday, George. You know, he had a wake-up call. He just realized that he's got to build a stronger web. He's got to find somewhere where he is more safe, and he has to put in more effort. I'm telling you, this spider. So I do feel this person is having a lot of realizations about how they self-sabotage this. Five of Crystals. How maybe they pushed it away. Maybe they told you to leave. You know? Interesting. Strength. What did I say? This person feeling like lack of strength, just very heavy energy. This microgravity card talks about how this person, you know, was resting, like they had no strength to do anything else. They had no strength to face their day, you know, is what I'm hearing. Maybe they didn't have the strength to face their Five of Swords energy, which is how we self-sabotage connections. Or, you know, this could be someone right now reflecting on, you know, if your person is married, for example, this is someone who is reflecting on how they're more worried about what other people will say than their own happiness. And therefore they are self-sabotaging themselves. You know, I'm getting that very strongly. You know, interesting. Someone who's reflecting on, for some of you who there's no karmic or no third party. This could be someone who's really reflecting on how they possibly manipulated you. There could have been gaslighting. There could have been, you know, something about communication here, like hurtful words. And how they were coming from a place of ego, how they were coming from a place of fear and self-protection. Interesting. Let's see near future energy with this person. We have the King of Pentacles. Sorry. We have the King of Pentacles, which is exactly what we want to see. It's exactly what we're seeing here. This person stepping into their masculine power. It's not the Emperor, but the King of Stars, the King of Pentacles, is someone who is working on stabilizing themselves, working on their own foundation. You know, this could be someone I'm hearing. I get for some of you that this person is married, and we see them choosing themselves, choosing their own foundation, and taking a leap of faith towards something new. I'm not talking away from you. I'm talking away from the old foundation. But this shows stability. This shows growth, which is what we want to see. Like I said, I'm not feeling like this person is ready to talk to you. but they're having major realizations that they need to stabilize their own life if they ever are going to talk to you, is what I'm hearing. If they ever are going to take that leap of faith towards you. Page of Crystals, they could be watching you. They could be listening to you. Listening. Why did I say that? That's weird. Maybe you have... That's very strange. Maybe they have videos of you? Or voice clips? It's really weird how I said that. They're listening to you. Maybe they're listening to things you said in the past. Maybe it's finally sinking in. Page of Crystals also shows, you know, perhaps communication. It shows them learning about themselves, learning how to be more stable, learning how to perhaps communicate, because we saw possible difficulty with communication here. So I want to see this. We did past, current, future. I want to see what this person is realizing about this connection. We have Eight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Big realizations that it's time to walk away from something. It's time to walk away from what no longer serves them. For those of you, I can't kick it. There's this very heavy energy of a third party or a marriage. And this person is realizing that this Eight of Cups, the definition of the Eight of Cups, I can read it word for word from my book if you want, is you're coming to a very important point of your journey where you've realized that happiness will not be found in the foundation that you've already created, whether it's this person's own foundation and they're a bachelor or a bachelorette, whether it's a foundation with a karmic, whether it's a marriage. This person is realizing that happiness does not lie there. It lies with you. That's what they're realizing right now. But like I said, does this mean they're ready to pick up the phone and call you? I don't think so. I think this is someone in very low vibrational energy, low self-esteem, possibly lack of money. And they need to learn who they are and self-improve before they come back towards you. You know, Queen of Cups, they're realizing that you are who they are intuitively drawn towards, whatever the situation that you're coming from is. Because, you know, you're not all going to be coming from a situation where your person is married. Maybe your person's with a karmic, or your person just, you know, is on their own. Again, I'm seeing someone triggered Emperor energy. It's like their spirit guide's saying, okay, enough is enough. Like, get out of bed and start being the Emperor. Start taking control of your life. Like, come on, wake up. Interesting. Let's see how they're feeling about you. We have the Empress. So I have to say, the Empress was in reverse, and that is it flipped out in the upright when I picked it up, or the way it came out, and I touched it with this hand, whatever. But the fact that it came out in reverse is telling me exactly what I've been feeling, that this person doesn't feel good enough for you. You know, I keep hearing meet you on your level, like this person looks up to you. They're not, you could make more money, or you could be, you know, out of their league in some sense, or they think that, like, oh, that person's out of my league, whether you're really healed, really beautiful, really famous, I don't know what it is. But this person feels, you know, lack of worth here towards you because you're the Empress, is what I'm seeing. We also have the Self, and you've made this person realize and reflect about themselves. This could be a counterpart connection. You know, this person is deep in introspection right now, learning about themselves, learning about their shadows because of this connection, because they don't feel worthy, whether they know it or not. Energetically, you know, their higher self is trying to wake them up right now. The universe is trying to wake them up right now. And in order to take action towards you, they're going to need to feel like they're worthy of the Empress, you know, and that takes time. Anyway, I just feel like you've woken them up. Eight of Wands. So there is this energy that this person wants to come towards you. But, you know, maybe they still have reflecting to do is what I'm hearing. Let's see what their intentions towards you are. We have the Sun, which is masculine energy, divine masculine energy. It's clarity. It's, you know, their intentions are to evolve and then come back towards you. But, you know, imagine a lion who looks beat up, who doesn't do very well at hunting, who has like a mangled mane, approaching the most powerful lioness in the pride. Imagine that. Do you think that lion would do it? Because that's how I see your person, like a very disheveled lion, not really having the inner strength to come towards you right now. It's like they feel like they need to grow and evolve, is what I'm hearing. Interesting. What are their next actions towards you? There's a lot of fear here with your person. Three of Swords in reverse, forgiveness. Their next action towards you, Three of Swords in reverse, which is an apology. It's, you know, it's an apology. It's wanting to reconnect. It's wanting to heal with you, is what I'm saying. Like, come out of that third party and heal this. The end of third party, I just heard for a lot of you. So those of you who there's a karmic or even third party situations, such as they're a very independent person who is so set in their ways, you know, and they have third party things that they do all the time. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I want to get one more for action. We have the Six of Cups. See? Reconnection. And my friends, I'm telling you, this is not someone who's ready to connect right now. But I hope that you take this as confirmation that they will. You know, their next action will be to reach out to you once they're feeling strong enough. Imagine the disheveled lion, I'm telling you, that can't grow a full mane, who doesn't know how to feed itself, who its ribs are showing, it has no lionesses around it, because it's just, that lion is not going to feel worthy enough to approach the Empress, you know. Anyway, does that make sense? So they want to heal before they reconnect. And I think that's a beautiful thing, in my opinion, because that shows that this person knows that they can't give you what you deserve right now and that they need to grow and evolve before they do that. I'm hearing the song, oh my gosh. Is it by Marshmello? Oh, that's gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to look it up. Hang on. Okay. I have ADHD, so even though I just looked at it, I don't remember what it's called. But it's by Marshmello, and it said, oh, it's Happier. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier, and it talks about. Where are the lyrics? I feel really called to read this to you. It's so funny. I put on the random thing on Spotify this morning, and I was like, what do I need to know? And that song was one of the ones that played, which is why I'm hearing it. Happier. I'm also hearing Happier by Guster, but that has nothing to do with this reading. It's just because I like Guster. So go on if it'll make you happier. That's the Guster song. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. When the morning comes, when we see what we've become, in the cold light of day, we're a flame in the wind, not the fire that we've begun. Every argument, every word we can't take back. Because with all that has happened, I think we both know the way that this story ends. Then only for a minute, I want to change my mind, because this just don't feel right to me. I want to raise your spirits. I want to see you smile. But no, that means I'll have to leave. When the evening falls, I'm left here with my thoughts, and the image of you being with someone else is eating me up inside. We ran our course. We pretended we were okay. Now if we jump together, at least we can swim far away from the wreck we've made. Then only for a minute, I want to change my mind. This feeling, then only for a minute, I want to change my mind. That's the intuition saying, you know, you still love this person. But right now, logically, I feel like this person knows that you deserve better than where they're at now. Does that make sense? And people will say, if my person loves me, they'll just be with me. And that's not true. If your person truly loves you and they see the imbalance and they know your worth, then they will wait until they're ready to give fully to you. Anyway, it just, you know, there's a lot in here about, lately I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. So this could be someone who's detaching from you because they're feeling so low. And I just want to raise your spirits. The feeling deep inside, I want to raise your spirits. Intuitive intuitive guidance. Anyway, let's keep moving. So they will take action, but like I said, it'll take time. And that's okay. Growing takes time. The spider is still not back. I can't believe that happened in this reading. That is just magic. All right, so I want to see, what was I going to ask next? I was going to ask what advice you need about this connection. We have the Queen of Crystals. Queen of Crystals, Queen of Crystals. Very interesting. This person, I just get that they know your worth now. The Queen of Crystals is the Queen of Pentacles, and this is what your person is working to embody so that they can meet you at your level. I told you, Queen of Pentacles, you know, this is someone who I think, no, this is Queen of Swords. What am I talking about? Do you see? In this deck, crystals are the swords. Get with it. This is someone who knows what you deserve. Perhaps you spoke your authentic truth to this person. Perhaps you said, this is what I deserve. I don't deserve to be a side piece. I don't deserve to be a situation. I deserve stability. And this person knows you do. I want to say, when this person comes to you in the future, whenever that is, there is an energy about keeping, like, this, keeping a boundary if they haven't changed. That's just what I heard. Any other advice, please, Spirit? We have the Self. So this is someone who's reflecting, they're awakening. And, you know, my advice for you is this does take time. It takes time. But Six of Swords on the bottom, this is someone who hasn't moved on from you and wants to reconnect with you in the future. And, you know, what they're realizing is they need to get their SHIT together if they're going to come in. All right, so I'm going to get you messages from your person, just a few. Interesting. I think we should slow down. That was the exact same card I cut open to in deck one, pile one as well. And that's this energy of this person kind of retreating and growing and building their own foundation before, you know, they come towards you. Look at this. Time to ground yourself. So this person really is, like, their spirit guides are like, it's time to ground yourself. Like, it's time to get out of bed and stop. Just stop it. Let's see, messages from your person. Be more selfish. So, you know, your person's higher self could be saying, you know, you do deserve more. Be more selfish. You know, if you're someone who's, this could be the energy too of your person communicating, like, I'm going to take a little while. So, you know, do things for yourself. Be selfish. Think about yourself right now while I'm reflecting and healing. I just dream and wish for everything in their bed. Do you know what I'm hearing? Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick. I think of you. That's what I just heard. That song. Bed. They spend a lot of time in bed, this person. Maybe they're on bed rest. Not that I should laugh at that. That's not funny. I've been on bed rest. It's not cool. We have, I feel the same way. So whatever you're feeling towards this person, they feel it too. I also saw I want to start a family with you. So, which is already what I was seeing. That they want 10 of Pentacles with you. They love you. Ace of Cups. This is someone who's, this one cup is also very symbolic of they're working on their cup right now. It's really hard to give to someone when you don't love yourself. I'll just say it. And it's what I tell people who are chasing love. It's like, if you are chasing someone or you're chasing fulfillment somewhere, it's because you're not fulfilled within yourself. You know, you're looking for someone to fill up your cup for you. And I feel like your person right now is like, I can only fill up my cup right now. And you deserve, you know, you deserve more. I lie awake thinking about our future. 4 of Swords in bed. I told you. I told you. Will you choose me? 4. Interesting. So there's a lot about stability. You know, 4, structure, rest, healing, reflection. Look, maybe that person, maybe I can be good enough for that person. That little voice inside them whispers, you know, maybe I could meet them on their level. Anyway, my heart goes out to your person and you. But like I said, don't let this deter you. This is a beautiful reading, and it shows this person is waking up so that eventually they can meet you on your level. And, you know, in the meantime, work on releasing. You know, you don't have to wait for them. Keep working on yourself, I'm hearing. But yeah, you and this person could have triggered each other's childhood wounds, I'm hearing as well. But yeah, I love you guys. So I'm going to leave it here. I hope that resonated, and I will talk to you all very soon. I'm off to do pile 3, sending lots of love. I almost said love and stability. That is so strange. I should have just said it. I was like, sending you so much love and stability. That's what I wanted to say. I guess that's a message for your person. I'm sending you so much love and stability. You got this. You deserve pile 2. You've just find your inner dragon. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. And possibly rest in peace, George. I don't know. Anyway, bye. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose pile 3 and the Naked Heart Tarot and the Clear Quartz, this is going to be a reading all about the realizations your person or whoever is having about this connection. So my pile 3s, this is going to be an interesting one. So I'm not sure if you're talking to this person yet, but I feel for some of you, you are. I'm almost feeling like pre-union energy. So perhaps you're already talking to this person and you're seeing that there's been a change in them. And for some of you, if you resonate with the energy in this pile, even if you're not talking to your person, that's a clear indication that that's what's coming. Right away, we have 6 of Cups on the bottom, and 6 of Cups is about reconnection. It's about longing. It's about thinking, you know, about the person in your past, your soulmate, soul connection. It can be about childhood wounding. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. So something is moving here. Perhaps you can't see it yet in the 3D, but something is moving. And I believe that there's even a reconnection in the 5D. And I know that sounds crazy. That's not something that I usually say. But I just get the energy that perhaps there's been connection in the 5D with connection in the 3D to follow. When I say connection in the 5D, I'm talking about, you know, you seeing synchronicities and hearing songs and having dreams. That's connection in the 5D. Or seeing certain symbols, animals, whatever it is that, however your higher selves communicate. like a song following you around, you know? And so for some of you, I'm seeing you're already connecting in the 3D. I'm actually seeing with your pile something very interesting. I'm feeling like, for some reason, I feel like you have both grown and evolved. But it's kind of this stage where it's almost like your two souls are, what do I want to say? It's like you as a unit or people together. There's a kid dancing outside and it's really distracting me. It's like, imagine a caterpillar, like you both come together and you're a caterpillar together. You're like one caterpillar. And then you break, it's like you're in the breaking down stage before it blossoms into union. Does that make sense to anyone? Anyway. I hope you guys are doing well. I had an unfortunate incident with a spider in pile number 2. I sure hope he comes back. I named him George. Anyway, so yeah, 6 of Cups and Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. And the Naked Heart, which usually I haven't looked at this deck yet. Or sorry, I've looked at this deck. I don't know what the Naked Heart means. You know what? I'm going to look it up. Because I almost feel like your hearts are connected. I feel connection in the 5D. And I feel, for some of you, maybe already connection in the 3D. Where you're being very honest with each other. 22 could be symbolic. 22 is a master number. Interesting. I'm being called to look at something here. Hang on. Whoops. That's just my food. I have trail mix here. It's like healthy trail mix. I don't know. I'm trying to eat better. Less cookies, more salad. So we have 22 here. I was just thinking 22 master number. So I wanted to read out of this book what it meant because my other book is across the room. Duality is a part of the human experience. The challenge lies in finding harmony among all your beautiful facets. Whatever. This is a call to address any imbalances that may be throwing your energy out of whack. Are you open to the connections around you? Surrounded by loving energies and newfound wisdom, adapting to strike a balance in your life, understanding and reciprocity in relationships, seeking connections and collaboration. So this is what I mean. For some of you, you're already, I think you're all communicating in some sense, just some of you in the 5D and some of you just starting in the 3D. And it could feel very confusing if you just started talking to this person again, because it could feel different than it was before. It could feel messy, like that cocoon stage that I was talking about. Anyway, now, there it is. I organized my books this morning. Maybe you're someone who is kind of trying to find balance in your life, like the number 22 said. You know, you could be finishing things that you meant to finish ages ago. You could be putting off things you've been avoiding. You could be trying to find more balance in your life. Eat healthier. I mentioned it. I'll just show it to you. It's it's got cashews and almonds and cranberries and blueberries. Anyway, and I've been eating salad. And less cookies, because too many cookies makes you sick. The Naked Heart, the Tender Heart Warrior, connection, purpose, higher self. This is what I mean. It's beautiful. I feel like this person is tapped into their higher self. I feel like your higher selves are tapped into each other. And all that's left is getting back together. I feel like some of you are already talking. I'm going to read this. I radiate at a pure vibrational level, calling in all that I need at this time to stay in alignment with my path. The universe is highlighting my gifts. Oh my gosh, the 10 of Cups is underneath. Interesting. Highlighting the path to their 10 of Cups. And what I was hearing is someone who is ready to be vulnerable. Like we see this naked heart here. There's no barriers. There's no blocks. There's no daggers waiting to poke at you. The universe is highlighting my gifts and asking me to trust myself and my intuition. As I listen to what my heart needs, my natural essence comes forth to be nurtured, and I innately connect with my calling and purpose. Comparing myself to others does not serve me and will only knock me out of my flow. I was given the exact proportion of amazing, otherwise I would not exist. My path may not always feel easy, but it will feel right. When I shine bright, I am the spark to someone else's light, and I inspire others. Interesting. And there's the interesting thing here is the heart disconnect message, because I feel like your person has realized that their ego has been leading their path. It's interesting how I said, you know, blockages, fences, daggers. I was thinking of Five of Swords energy, you know, and I feel like this is someone who's realized that their ego has been leading their path instead of their heart. That's what the heart disconnect is that their ego led them down the wrong path, and their higher self has been telling them, this is your path. Interesting. So yeah, I'm going to shuffle before we get the oracle cards, because I like to have space when I shuffle. We have the Six of Wands. Beautiful. So I was going to say that energy of 22, you could be very much in that energy. Like, I know this is about your person, but you could be in the energy of that naked heart as well. And you could be drawing this person. Look at the black and white horsey. Dog. Mwah. Aw, look. I think that's interesting because we see this unicorn and we see this Six of Wands, this black and white horse, kind of wanting to be with that unicorn. Anyway. I think I've told you guys before, this is pile 3 and I didn't do a soul tribe reading today. I think I've told you guys before that when I was little, I spent a lot of time playing by myself, and I didn't look like I was playing because I would just kind of sit there and like look at the animals. But inside my head was a whole world of magic that I just couldn't communicate, you know? And that's sometimes how I feel when I look at these cards. Like I start seeing all of these things. Anyway, maybe I was just channeling when I was little. I probably was, you know? I believe children are very intuitive and very, anyway. Yeah, let's save that for another day. We have Two of Pentacles, balance. Remember the 22, finding balance. When you're in flow, you attract in. Anyway, this person is realizing what they want to prioritize. You know, this is nice. This is nice. I also feel the energy of trying to find balance within this connection, like especially if you're just reconnecting. We have the Three of Cups, reconnection. Could be just like the start of energetic flow between you again. You know, it could be friendly right now, or about to be. Don't rush. Don't rush. Knight of Pentacles it, my friend. Knight of Pentacles it. The High Priestess. Listen to your intuition. I have to tell you, if you haven't heard from this person, I do see them coming back very authentically, very truthful, very naked heart, very vulnerable, I'm hearing. I hope not naked unless, you know, you want them to show up naked. Then by all means, manifest the naked person. Sorry, kids. Some of my subscribers say that, you know, I'm family friendly, or they can put me on, you know, as background noise while they clean and their kids play. So, hi, kids. Oh, we have the Three of Swords. What is this? Oh my goodness. Three of Swords. That just, I felt that. I felt that. So for some of you, it feels like there's fear here. You may be feeling very, excuse me, you could be feeling afraid that you're never going to hear from this person again right now. Or for some of you, you're reconnecting, you have this new start, but there's still fear. You know, I see two people who, we have the Page of Cups here. So like I said, if you're resonating with the energy in this reading and you aren't talking to your person, it's possible this is like near future energy. But what I'm seeing is someone coming in with a small cup here, with someone who's been following their intuition. And I see this new beginning starting between the two of you. But there's fear here, Three of Swords. There's fear of repeating cycles. There's fear of, you know, what if that same thing happens again? What if this person hurts me again? It's really interesting. I don't know if it's your energy or them or both of you are feeling this way. But anyway, I feel... See... I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait on that one. I feel like if you are talking to this person, they're holding back. And maybe they're realizing that, you know, maybe they're realizing that they need to stop being scared and be more proactive, take more action, King of Wands, and stop holding back. Fear can manifest. You know, if you're afraid the same thing's going to happen again, it probably will. If you are like constantly, what if, or like, what if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? What if I'm not enough? What if, anyway, what if everything is magical? What if you believe? So let's get your oracle cards for this connection. This one's in reverse. Here we go. So, the first card that I got was this one, and it came out in reverse, and we have rest. So I feel like in the past, this was someone that has been holding back from you or you've been on a break from. And I feel with it being in reverse, I'm feeling like this person is starting to wake up to this. Not even wake up. It seems to me like this person is ready to reconnect. And for a lot of you with the rest in reverse, I think that for some of you, you're already talking to this person. Maybe low communication. Like I said, maybe they're holding back a bit because they're still trying to achieve a balance before, you know, they don't want to have the same thing happen as before. So they're moving slow. Again, slow is not bad. As long as it's moving, you know? We'll put you over here underneath the planty. We have 40, the land between, and we see two lands coming together as one. We kind of see, I don't know what you call that, but it's usually where, you know, I guess you could call it an altar, but where people, you know, you see people gathering at parks to get married there. Man, look, those are not even my kids, and you can hear them. Interesting. Anyway, the land between, it's like I said, that cocoon phase, it's like it's messy. So the energy that I'm feeling is for a lot of you that there's low communication or it's about to happen. And it's just trying to find your way back together here. There is reconnection here, heavy reconnection vibes, and healing and authenticity on both sides coming. Anyway, I also feel like this person has realized that they have to meet you halfway with this card. That, you know, they need to add stability and structure to this as well. They need to come in as the emperor, you know, they need to meet you halfway here. The empress can't do everything. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, And, you know, this is a collective reading. So for some of you, this person is right here getting ready to walk the path. And for some of you, you're already standing up here kind of confused and scared that it will all come crashing down again, you know? Anyway, I think I want to put you there. We have Ascension. I forgot to tell you, this card in the book talks about how this person is now ascending from the caterpillar to the butterfly. It's about ascension, this one. And I thought it was so cool that this came out, because here we have ascension, transformation, end of a cycle, and beginnings. Alignment, the Emperor and the Empress moving forward together, meeting at the altar here. Have we built a strong enough structure, you know, on our own to come together and ascend or whatever? Anyway, beautiful, 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 beautiful. And yeah, we see that blue butterfly. Look at all the blue, like it matches my nails and I'm wearing blue. Communication for some of you, authentic truth I'm hearing. Naked heart. We have explore. So actually this is Knight of Pentacles energy. So interesting. So this is someone who wants to explore this. This is someone who's realized that, you know, all of these obstacles that you've been through, those mountains, all the obstacles that you've been through, there's something still here that they want to explore. Their higher self is saying, explore this. And, you know, Knight of Pentacles is that slow type of reconnection, because it's someone who's determined not to fuck up this time. That's what I just heard. You know, they don't want to make the same mistakes again. So they're moving very slowly. This is someone very determined for connection. And it is a slower energy. And like I said, we're always in a rush, 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 rush. Put it in a little box, give it a label. This needs to grow, you know, organically, I heard. Anyway, beautiful earth energy. With that transformation, I do get Scorpio energy. We have the black egg. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the black egg. This shows someone who is ready to speak their authentic truth from their higher self. This is someone who is ready to... This book, it says it, this person has no more excuses, no more projection, no more blame, no more, you know... If you are small talking with this person, it's about to ascend to the next level, because this is the energy of like, no more small talk, you know? Let's talk about what's really going on here and get to the truth and evolve, you know? It's one of the spiritual cards. It's beautiful. Someone very tapped in to their higher self. I think I'm going to do this. So now you have wormhole, and I thought it was amazing when I looked up what this card meant. This is rapid growth. It's rapid change. It's someone who had a realization and now they're experiencing a burst of, you know, maybe synchronicities. I do feel like this person has realized what they want here, and now that they've admitted to it, especially to themselves, things are starting to move very quickly in this energy. I'm going to actually look at that book while we're sitting here. Just want to make sure it's straight before I get into the tarot. So we'll read wormhole for you. Ow, my back. What does, interesting. I just had a really sharp, I just had that rib pain for a second. I'm still recovering. But it does remind me of the day that I had that. I read a card about thorn in the side. And when you hang on to past wounds and grudges and resentments and you reconnect with someone, that they can be like a thorn in your side if you don't heal them and address them and talk about it. I just wanted to mention it because I just felt that feeling. Wait, I was reading wormhole. I'm gonna go with what my higher power is doing right now, because I was looking at wormhole, not this. Speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. It resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. This person could be writing a lot to you, or they could be, if you're not talking to them, writing out what they want to say, how they want to come forward. When the energy of the black egg is not yet assessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince others that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and it waits for us to reconnect. So this is someone, I feel reconnection hovering, you know, it's very interesting. And this person, like I said, they've realized they have to meet you there. They can't, no more excuses, no more lies, no more projections, no more blame. It's just truth and authenticity, and it changes, or it causes rapid growth here. Now let's get to the, this is someone who is ascending, you know, this isn't someone who's coming back not yet healed. This is someone who's ascending. And like I said, for some of you, you may even be talking to this person and they may be holding back from you right now. So, wormhole. And it's eclipse season and there's lots of transformations happening right now. Unfolding of time. Entering a wormhole is a powerful shortcut. It is far quicker than the time it would take us to do something conventionally. The wormhole is a portal itself and the only way to travel faster than the speed of light. Just like a board game where the dice can prompt us to move to a square later without needing to make all the steps, the wormhole changes the perception of time and leads us directly to the goal. Enjoy this shortcut in time that can quickly bring a paradigm shift. And I have to say it. When I see a paradigm shift, I immediately think of the card, the empath and the narcissist paradigm. And I don't like the label narcissist. But that's immediately what I thought of, because there is this energy of this person no longer projecting, no longer coming from a place of ego and a place of hurting. And it's like they've realized that about themselves, and there's rapid growth here. And again, a paradigm shift. I'm seeing, I'm seeing that empath narcissist paradigm. Anyway, let's go. Deep breath, my friends. Deep breath. Thorn in the side. That's what it feels like. Interesting. So we're going to look at past energy. I'm going to look at this person's past energy, or what they're realizing about the past. I don't know. It's hailing. I forgot to look up what that means spiritually. Hang on, pile 3. Because I look everything up now. Heather, crazy pants. I just had an email notification. Let's see. Hail. I can't be no, I'm not the only one that's looked this up. It talks about revelation. I don't want to get I don't want that one. Oh, these are very religious. Interesting. The dream interpretation of hail represents feelings of disappointment that feel intentionally hurtful. Interesting. I really don't want to read the really religious ones. Hail. It is only when people strike an even balance between scientific progress and spiritual moral advancement that it can be said to possess a wholly perfect blah, blah, blah. Hail. To call a person at a distance. Interesting. Maybe this person's trying to hail a chariot to your, like seriously. Anyway, I haven't seen hail in a long time. All right, moving on. All right. Let's see how they're looking at the past here. Past energy. Past energy. We have Three of Cups. It wanted to come out in the reverse, but it didn't. It felt like it almost flipped. Three of Cups, past energy. This person could be feeling, I feel like they took you for granted, or they took your healing energy for granted. There could have been, you know, lack of effort on your person's side, or perhaps things became very, like they weren't moving, I'm hearing. Very interesting. I feel like maybe there was an imbalance of energy here, energetic flow. I just keep looking at the land between, and it's like this person has realized that they need to build that bridge to you. You can't build the bridge for both of them. Interesting. I'm wondering if this is someone who, I'm hearing for some of you, this could be someone who thought you would reach out to them, but you didn't. You held back. And I think that it caused them to become overwhelmed and move into this transformation, this ascension, because you weren't there waiting to build that bridge. Does that make sense? I'm getting like when the Empress detaches, you know, when the feminine realizes that the masculine has to go their own path in order to heal. Because yeah, there's this feeling of they thought you were going to reach out, but you didn't. And it just became heavier and heavier and heavier until this person had to admit, you know, or they needed to look at their own authentic truth here. Current energy. Current energy. We have the Spirit of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, which is what that's exactly what I saw when I was shuffling. So current energy, this person is holding back, but it's like they're getting ready to make their move. King of Wands. For some of you, like I said, this is someone who you're already talking to, and you know, they're looking at this thinking, I need to put more energy into this. I need to not rush, but I need to put in a little bit more. I need to stop holding back out of fear of, you know, this all coming down. This could be someone who's terrified to lose you again. It seems like they feel a lot of joy and connection with you and happiness. For some of you, yeah, you're not talking to this person. For some of you, this person is, look, shattered because you're not there anymore. Interesting. And it's like they have no choice but to go within. It's like it's been hovering around them. Like I said, maybe they were waiting for you to reach out, and it's been hovering around them like you need to go within. You need to go within. My ears are ringing. Let's see near future energy. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, balance, wanting to restore balance, this reciprocal energy. And one of those cards talked about reciprocal energy. That's near future energy. So if you're talking to this person and it seems, you know, it seems like it's moving a little bit slow, there's a reason. There's a method to the madness, I'm hearing. It's to achieve balance, to achieve alchemy, I just heard. We also have the universe on the bottom. That's world energy. So you're going to have a sense of completion and closure coming up, whether you're hearing from this person or whether this kind of awkward reconnection, pre-union energy evolves into stability, you know? Beautiful. Four of Wands and or Temperance. What did I just say? I said alchemy, didn't I? I said alchemy. That's Temperance. That's balance. It's beautiful. You guys, that's reconciliation right there. Four of Wands, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, how nice. Let's see what they've realized about this connection. That they feel miserable without you. That they feel left out in the cold. That they maybe ruin their chances. This is someone, I think, who's realized that part of their problem lies in fear of rejection or fear of abandonment. Maybe they have abandonment wounds. Maybe they have rejection wounds. Maybe they're realizing that what they were projecting out comes from within and it had nothing to do with you. They're realizing that you're the diamond in the rough is what I just heard. I don't know why I said it like a dog. Diamond in the rough. Anyway, I'm going to get one more. Actually, no, I need to take this. Innocence of Swords. This is someone who's realizing that maybe they need to learn more about themselves. Maybe they need to learn more about you. There's something about communication here and projection. And the Innocence of Swords talks about like clashing perspectives. So maybe this person, you know, is starting to realize that their communication played a factor, I'm hearing. That's the Queen of Swords. So this person is real. This person could be younger than you look. Look, that's the Queen of Swords. So this person is realizing that, you know, perhaps your boundaries went up because they were in a more immature way of communication, if that makes sense. Let's see how they're feeling about you. How are they feeling about you, my beautiful people? How are they feeling about you? Three of Pentacles, wanting to reconnect. So whether you're reconnecting with this person or you're in no contact with this person, we see this person wanting to fix this, wanting to reconnect, wanting to work on this, invest in this. You know, this person feels like, I just keep hearing they should have invested more. Death and rebirth. So this person definitely wants a fresh start with you. And for some of you, you're already going through this rebirth and it could feel like an uphill battle, you know, because it's not like it was. But remember, near future energy, it starts to feel balanced. What are their intentions towards you? What are your intentions towards my friend? We have the Tower. Interesting, because the Tower shows, you know, I'm hearing radical change. The rebuilding of a very strong foundation. You know, leaving, healing the things that happened here and then rebuilding is what I'm hearing. That can be, you know, a foundational, them having a foundational way in the foundational shift in the way they view this connection, in the way they viewed how much, like their perception of it. High Priestess shows them revealing something to you. Interesting. I'm going to get one more for intentions. Intentions. Yeah, we have the Chariot. Oh my gosh. Just wait. We have the Chariot. So their intentions are to come towards you if they haven't already. And for some of you, this is someone wanting to take more action, just like the King of Wands that we were seeing. This is Cancer energy, someone who wants to take more, like give more to this, move forward, you know, in the right direction. Let's not stand still. Let's put more energy into this. And we have the Four of Wands on the bottom. So this person definitely has intentions of building a very strong foundation with you. I always tell people The Four of Wands, especially when it comes to counterparts, that's union. And sometimes you see a tower on each side, very symbolic of the fact that if you and this person want to build a solid foundation together, you both need to come to it with a solid foundation and growth. Sunflower. Let's see their next action towards you, or continued action. For some of you, we have the Ace of Swords, which is communication. I'm going to get one more. That's the Black Swan. Very yin and yang. And that shows their action will be to be very honest with you, authentic truth, you know? Communication, clarity, breakthrough moment, new beginning. I want to get one more for action. Action. That Ace of Swords. Give it to me. Give it to me. Yeah, we have the Star. So that shows this person wanting to heal this. For continued action, it shows you both kind of believing in this, holding on to it. This person may want to reveal to you what they've been working on healing, you know, with that Star energy. Beautiful. What advice do you need to know about this person, or what advice do you need to hear about this person? We have the Empress. They want a connection here. They want to ground this connection. They want to nurture this. They want to give to you, you know? I feel that this person is very drawn to you, and there's something very, you know, Empress counterpart about this reading. Six of Wands. It does show success here. It shows victory. It shows, I feel like this person, you know, if you're not with this person, they're really missing your energy, feeling loved by you, I'm hearing. But this is someone who wants to make you feel seen. This is someone who wants to be seen by you, be heard by you, their authentic truth. And we'll get one more. It's 353, and I don't know off the top of my head what angel number or what that means, but 353, the 3D, the 5D, and I feel like some of you are communicating in the 5D only, and it's about to come into the 3D. Anyway. What do we have here? We have the Magician. Interesting. Oh my gosh, on the bottom we have the Hierophant. So there is forward movement here, you know, if you're already moving forward, trust this. Sorry, why was I thinking that was the Three of Wands? It's the Magician. The Magician shows the potential here. It's unlimited, you know, you can have anything you want here. As long as you're not, you know, get rid of that fear if you have fear, I will say that. And the Hierophant shows commitment, you know, possible marriage here between the two of you. Very powerful here, my friend. Keep doing, keep manifesting, keep learning about yourself, keep going on your spiritual path. I believe that this person is awakened here. It's beautiful. Judgment, see, renewal. Don't worry, don't worry. I mean it, don't worry. Your fear manifests, so believe it, my friend, believe it. I was gonna say that color eye could be symbolic. I don't know why I see a minion when I see that, but anyway. And that we have the green-blue eye mixture here. So maybe that's symbolic. All right. To end, we're going to get messages from your person. Interesting. I just cut the deck once. And we have you are wrong. And that's what I mean. There's this energy of this person in the past. There's, like the Black Egg said, there's excuses, there's projection, there's lies, not getting truly, like not getting to the truth. And this is what I mean. You are wrong. I just see projection with that. You make my heart full. Yeah, you do. Okay. I want to do one more shuffle. Actually, I didn't even shuffle it. Like I said, I just cut the deck. Oh my gosh, I cut the deck again and look, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm hearing that get ready because here I come. I've never met a Empress that makes me feel the way that you do. Interesting. The Fool also came out earlier. So this person's ready. They're ready to take that leap and meet you at that altar, I'm hearing. Now I'm hearing meet me at the... I don't know what that is. I'm hearing My Fair Lady, meet me at the church on time. Get me to the church on time. That's what I'm hearing. And that's like the song with her father, get me to the church on time. I'm getting married in the morning. Anyway, very interesting messages. I'm getting married in the morning. Ding, dell. The something, something, something. Anyway, messages from your person. Do you even care? Interesting. I don't know if that's you though. Like maybe you're wondering if they even care. Maybe you're holding back from this person. Maybe I've got it backwards for some of you. It could be that you're holding back and this person is wondering if you even care about them anymore. Especially if you're in no contact, like this person could feel like, do you even care about me after what I did? Because they're sitting in this energy of owning their authentic truth. I was going to say their poop. Look on the bottom. I want to start fresh with you. Or I want a fresh start with you. Words do hurt. See? The words, the communication, the projection, the excuses here. I'm just saying. That's what's coming through. All right. I can't even look at you right now. So that could be someone who in the past, 5 of Swords energy, they could have really taken something out on you here. It could even be for some of you, I'm hearing that this person may be so, like they may be sitting in their truth right now, realizing all this about themselves. And they can't even look at pictures of you without, you know, feeling a whole lot of emotions. You know, their ascending and ascension is messy. Even if you're talking to this person, ascension is messy. And they may be holding back from you, you know? One more. Wait. 7. They're coming. They're coming. So this could be, you know, if you're talking to this person, this is 7 of Pentacles energy, I think. Just wait to see what happens, you know, wait to see what grows here. If you're thinking like this is hopeless and you'll never hear from them again, just wait. Something is growing here. If this seems like it's moving too slow for a reconnection, you know, just wait. Just take it slow. So many people are in such a rush, you know. Guilty. I'm speaking from experience. I've been looking for lessons in everything, and I realized the other day when I was uploading a video how little patience I have for even things like that, and I really started reflecting on it, like how can I be more patient? I want like my uploads to upload instantly. I hate waiting. Anyway, pile 3, that is the message I have for you. So I hope it resonated and I hope you're doing well, and I will, you know, I'll see you again because I'm here every day. And I hope you have a wonderful Easter, and I love you, and I'm sending you and your person lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. No, that didn't sound right. Bye.